All right, today we're going to start one of possibly my favorite things to teach, which is the GCF. And I also like teaching LCM, but GCF and LCM are extremely important because you're going to be using it your entire life. So let's go to examples. Our key concepts first. What you know about factors can help you understand the greatest common factor.
Find the factors of 12. 1 times 12 is equal to 12. 2 times 6 is equal to 12. 3 times 4 is equal to 12.
So a factor is going to be two numbers
The factors of 12
you
are
can multiply together to get 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. A number that divides another number without a remainder.
So factors of 42. 1 times 42 is 42. 2 times 21 is 42. 3 times 14 is 42. And 6 times 7 is 42. So factors are really important. They're all the numbers you can multiply together to get a certain number. Now, for a few days, I'll let you guys look at multiplication charts to make sure that you're on the right track, but the goal is for us to not have to use multiplication charts to do this. So let's look at a common factor.
The factor 1 is common to both numbers. 2 is also a factor of both numbers. So is 3 and 6.
So both
Common factors of 12 and 42 are 1, 2, 3, and 6.
Both 12 and 42 have those numbers as factors. So now today what we're going to be doing is talking about how to find the greatest common factor.
Greatest common factor.
The greatest common factor of 12 and 42 is 6.
The greatest common factor of two or more whole numbers is the greatest number that is a factor of all of the numbers. You can refer to the greatest common factor as the GCF. On to part 1. They want to know what is the greatest factor of 36 and 54.
The first step in finding the greatest common factor is to write the factors of 36 and then write the factors of 54. List all of the different ways that you can multiply two numbers together to equal 36. 1 times 36 equals 36. 2 times 18 equals 36. 3 times 12 equals 36. 4 times 9 equals 36. And 6 times 6 equals 36. Arrange the factors from least to greatest. So the factors of 36 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18, and 36. To find the factors of 54, list all of the different ways that you can multiply two numbers together to equal 54. 1 times 54 equals 54. 2 times 27 equals 54. 3 times 18 equals 54. 6 times 9 equals 54. Arrange the factors from least to greatest. So the factors of 54 are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 18, 27, and 54. Step 2. Find the common factors of 36 and 54. Circle all of the factors that are common to both 36 and 54. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18 are all common factors. Step 3. Find the greatest common factor of 36 and 54. The greatest common factor is the common factor with the greatest value. The greatest common factor of 36 and 54 is 18. What is the greatest common factor of 30 and 75?
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this one with you. What are the factors of 30? Well, 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 3, so fill this out, times 10, 4, no, 5, yes. 5 times what number gives me 30? Well, 5 times 6 will give me 30. Let's go down and do 75. We've got 1 and 75. We have 2, does not go into 75. 3 and 25. Does 4 go into 75? Nope. 5 does though. 5, 15. Triple checking my work. Does 6 go into 75? No. 7 does not, 8 does not, 9 does not, 10 does not, 11 does not, 12, no, 13, no, 14, no, 15, we already have. So let's go through and find our common factors. No, no, 5 does, 3 does, and 1. What's the greatest common factor among all of these? Well, 15. So they did the same thing. They wrote all the factors out, and the greatest factor between the two is going to be 15. On to part 2.
Only factors of 2 are 1 and 2, so 2 is a prime number.
A prime
The
number.
only factors of 17 are 1 and 17, so 17 is a prime number.
A whole number greater than 1 with only 2 factors, 1 in itself, is a prime number.
1 times 9 equals 9, and 3 times 3 equals 9. So 9 has 3 factors. It is a composite number.
So
1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, and 4 times 6 all equal 24.
a composite number
So
is
24
a
has
whole
8
number.
factors.
A composite number is a whole number greater than 1 with more than 2 factors. So prime only had 2 factors. Composite can be 3 or more factors. Prime factorization is the
It
expression.
is a composite number. Many other numbers are composite. For example, all even numbers greater than 2 are composite.
Okay, so a prime factorization is the expression of a composite number as a product of prime factors. You can use a prime factorization tree to find the prime factorization of a number.
Write any 2 factors of 30. If one of the numbers is prime, circle it. The number 3 is prime. Now draw two new branches with factors of 10. Circle any numbers that are prime. Continue in this way until all of the branches end in a circled number. 2 and 5 are prime numbers. The prime factorization of 30 is 2 times 3 times 5. The numbers are usually written from least to greatest.
All right. Find the prime factorization of 72. So 8 times what number is 72? Well, I know 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 9 is 42. See then that they said, okay, well, 4 times 2 is 8. 2 is prime. They circled 2. What can come out of 9? Well, they said 3. 3 times what number is prime? 3 times 3 is prime. What about 4? What two numbers can I multiply together to get 4? Well, 2 times 2. So now we have to do the factorization tree. Any number that is prime needs to go in here for the prime factorization. So I know I have 1, 2, 3 2's and 2 3's. Now, fun fact, you can triple check your work by multiplying these. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. And 24 times 3 will give me 72. So that means I must have done it right because all those numbers will multiply together to give me 72. Let's do this next one together. Find the prime factorization of 90. So let's write 90 up here. What are two numbers you can multiply together to get 90? Well, I know 9 times 10 will give me 90. 9 and 10 are composite numbers because they have more than two factors. So what two numbers can I multiply together to get 9? Well, 3 multiplied by 3 will give me 9. These 3's are prime, so I'm going to circle them. What two numbers can I multiply together to get 10? Well, I know 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. And 2 times 5 is 10. 2 and 5 are prime numbers. So here's my tree. Now they want me to write this prime factorization. So I just write my circled numbers from least to greatest. 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. I can triple check my work by saying, well, what's 2 times 3? That will be 6. 6 times 3 is 18, and 18 times 5 is 90. Go and copy that down.